program does not necessarily reflect the views of News Radio 830 KHVH, its staff, or management.
It's time to enter the world of real estate in Oahu with Hawaii's only true real estate radio show, the Team Lally Real Estate Show. Grab a pen and get ready to take notes. For the next full hour, Hawaii's premier real estate leader, ADRIENNE Lally, and ATTILIO Leonardi will bring you the latest in real estate news and real-world strategies on how they can guarantee to sell your home at a price and deadline you agree to, or they'll buy it. Now, here are your hosts, Adrienne and Attilio.
Welcome to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. If you have any real estate questions, you can reach us at 799-9596. That's 799-9596. Or you can go to the web at gokHVH.com.
Alrighty, so I was riding a bike down Haleakala on Maui with a whole bunch of tourists, and we're going at a pretty good pace, and then we took the first rest stop, and this lady came up to ask me a bunch of questions, tax and legal questions. And I said, those are great questions, but I highly recommend you seek the appropriate licensed professional. And then I said, but Mom, what other questions do you have? So if you hear anything on this radio show that may be deemed as tax or legal advice, go see an attorney, see a CPA, because today we're realtors and for the rest of the year, and we're going to talk about real estate for the rest of the hour.
Yes, we are. All right, so we do have a quote today from Jim Rohn's Treasury of Quotes. And this one is about skills. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenges. Wish for more wisdom. You must either modify your dreams or magnify your skills. You can cut down a tree with a hammer, but it takes about 30 days. If you trade the hammer for an axe, you could cut it down in about 30 minutes. The difference between 30 days and 30 minutes is skill. The key to life is to become skillful enough to be able to do rewarding things. Learn to hide your need and show your skill. So,
that's good information.
Yes.
So we have a success story. So we want to talk about a listing we had over at
Eaton Square.
The villas at Eaton Square.
Out in Waikiki.
Out in Waikiki. So it's like the beginning of the Waikiki penthouse unit. You know, we probably had this home on the market.
On and off the market.
On and off the market. Has it been about a year?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the owner was pretty set on what they wanted to net from the property, and we did put tenants in there. How many tenants did we go through? We had the first ones that were there, then we had a second set, and then we went on the third set. Yeah,
so there's 3 sets of tenants.
So we had a property manager in there, putting tenants in there to continue to generate income on the property. It was a dated property. It was probably going to need some remodeling and all of that. And what do we know about so if you have a home or property in the $1 million+ range, this is things to keep in mind, that buyers of those types of properties are looking for what?
They are usually looking for the move-in ready.
Move-in ready, turnkey, perfect home.
Yes.
Even though we know there's no such thing as a perfect home, they're looking for it.
Yeah.
At that price point and above. They're not looking for fixer-uppers or remodels or any of that stuff. We had to bridge that concept in their mind. So what did we do as far as the remodeling to help them conceptualize that?
Yeah, so instead of having the homeowner spend $200,000 remodeling
the property,
what we had done was a rendering of what it would look like with the remodel and a reconfiguration. Yeah,
so we had a floor plan laid out, had an estimate generated by a general contractor, and then we had a 3D rendering, kind of like a fly-through, showing you what the home would look like with these remodels.
So yeah, I mean, if you were to go and spend all that money to remodel, the next owner might not like the options that he chose for the flooring or the kitchen.
Yep.
So.
And this owner was in the mainland, Seattle, Washington, and we've actually never met them in person, but we've dialogued quite a bit via email, text messages, and phone call. And we just closed on that yesterday.
Yes, we did.
Got her done. So that's our success story for today. Let's talk about one of our properties, because what's pretty cool is these are first-time open houses for how many listings? 5 of them?
Looks like there's all 5 of them are brand new listings.
Never
and
been seen.
first open house as well. So,
which one you want to talk about first? How about that one? Just because it's on the top.
All right. This one is in Makakilo, Ahikoi Street, 92794. It's going to be open tomorrow from 2 to 3, so just 1 hour. So if you want to take a look, you better scramble to get over there.
Yeah, show up on time.
Mm-hmm.
And go ahead and take a look at that property that's up in Makakilo.
Yep. So
lower. Is it lower or upper? What's it say on there? I think it's in the. I would consider it kind of the. It's right in between. It's not lower. It's not upper. It's right in between.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like on that first or second light.
Yeah.
You can get to it either way.
Pretty big, huge backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of parking in the front because they got the 2-car garage plus a pad.
It has a 10,000 square foot lot.
That's huge.
It is. 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, all one level.
Yes.
And we have it listed at $505,000.
And yep. Anyway, so that's on Ahikoi Street.
Mm-hmm.
This was the original owner that's selling, and so that's the situation with that. It is tenant occupied, so again, this will be the first and only time that anyone can take a look at it. We do have pictures on it. Tenant was kind of hesitant about video, so there's no video tour, and that is that. All right.
So.
Did you know that Team Lally lists between 2 to 4 homes per week? Did you know that?
I did not.
All right. With the low inventory, it's crucial to have a head start. We have lots of homes in process. If you want to know more about our coming soon inventory, just give our buyer hotline a call at what number?
That's 234-4421. That's 234-4421.
And what's going to happen?
Oh, one of the 5 full-time buyer agents would be happy to serve you.
Let's say you don't want to talk to the scary buyer agent. And they're not scary. They're very nice.
Mm-hmm.
You can send an email to info@teamlally.com.
That's right. All right, so if you're just tuning in, you're listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or We'll Buy It. Mm-hmm. I'm Adrienne.
And I'm Attilio.
And if you have any real estate questions, you can give us a call. That number is 799-9596, 799-9596, or you can go to gokHVH.com.
Gotcha. Hey, we got a free book?
Do we?
Yeah, we got a free book called The Honolulu Real Estate Guide, written by yours truly, Adrienne Lally.
Yes.
Or as she's known by her derby name, Lally Gagger. So if you want a free book, let's say you got somebody moving to Hawaii, or maybe you missed them and you want them to move to Hawaii, and you want to give them some information about neighborhoods. What are the informations in this book?
There's information for buyers, for sellers.
Neighborhood profiles.
Chapter all about short sale and foreclosure properties.
Is there information in there about roller derby?
Yeah, actually there is.
Yes. I think there was something in there about soccer and all our favorite pastimes. Okay, so you'll find this information about selling or buying, neighborhood profiles, as you mentioned, statistics, fun things to do when you're in Hawaii. So that's a free book, and we charge $59 for shipping?
No.
Free shipping?
Free shipping.
No way, that's awesome. So free book and free shipping. Just send us an email to info@teamlally.com or check out our website. There's a little link they can click onto, right?
Yeah, I think it's right there on the home page.
Right there on the home page. It's either in the top left, top right, bottom left, or dead center in the middle. But somewhere in that area, you'll find that link for free Honolulu Real Estate Guide. Click on that button, and that's at our website, teamlally.com. That's Lally.
Okay, so since our producer is not back yet today, it's a commercial break. Maybe we
want to read some commercials?
No.
Talk about commercials?
No. We'll talk about a property.
We'll talk about a property? Okay.
How about that? All right, so here is another brand new listing. It's out at Nani Ko'olau. This is the building, and that's at 46232 Kawahipa Street. And it's a ground floor unit right across from the pool.
Yeah, you know what's nice about this complex, that street? My dad had a condo on that street, lived there, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 years. What's unique about Kahuhipa Street, and more specifically this complex, not a lot of sales, right?
Yeah, things hardly come up in this building.
Yeah. And so this is a unique situation.
Yes, and it's listed at $310,000. 2 bedrooms, 1.5 baths. And I think it has 2 baths.
No.
2 baths? Is it 1.5?
It's 1.5 because I remember when I walked. The master bedroom has
Is it half?
Is a half.
Okay.
But it's got a nice little backyard, a lot of mature vegetation. There are a lot of big open green spaces inside this complex, even in the center of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just how they built things back in the day. They
were generous with their common area. Mm-hmm.
The pool was clean. I mean, the place was like spotless.
And there's actually people in there swimming, taking
Yes,
advantage
surprise.
of the pool.
They got a little, and then right outside the pool, they had like a kitchen sink area, kind of like where you want to go and prepare your food if you're having little get-togethers. They had bathrooms, and it was a meeting room, right?
There were party room.
Party room.
And then the resident manager right next door.
Boring people call it the meeting room.
Okay, the party room.
Fun people call it the party room.
Yes, so it's going to be open tomorrow from 3 to 5.
Yes.
Kaylin Kim Walker is going to be out there hosting that open house.
She's so nice. She got 2 last names.
That's right.
Yeah.
So our producer is back, so we're going to go ahead and take our commercial break. When we come back in, we have a special guest that's going to be joining us, talking a little bit about renting versus owning and
Hawaii homeownership.
Hawaii homeownership.
You're my butterfly, sugar, baby. Come, my lady, come, my lady. You're my butterfly, sugar, baby. Such a sexy, pretty little thing.
Hey, Sean Hannity here with some important news for home sellers. The marketing plan that your realtor uses for attracting buyers is critical to create demand to sell it for the most money possible. In Honolulu, the realtor you need to talk to is ADRIENNE Lally of Team Lally, who has a national marketing program to guarantee to sell your home at a price and a deadline that you agree to, or she'll have it bought for cash. Now, while the average agent attracts few buyers a month and sells less than 10 homes a year, ADRIENNE, on average, attracts hundreds of buyers every month and sells homes each and every week. If you're not happy along the way, she lets you fire her and pay nothing. Call ADRIENNE Lally of Team Lally today at 227-2703. That's 227-2703. Or go to the web, teamlallyrealestateshow.com. That's teamlallyrealestateshow.com. And don't forget, by the way, check out Team Lally Real Estate and the show every Saturday morning right here on KHVH.
When you're trying to find the best of the best, don't settle for an agent that's just like the rest. Pick a team that knows just what to do. From buying or selling, we work hard for you. Team Lally, the best real estate in the islands. 227-2703.
Are you a veteran interested in purchasing a home? If so, you qualify for the great benefits allowed by the VA Home Loans Program. Benefits like no down payment required, reduced closing costs, and flexible qualifying guidelines.
Hawaii VA Loans is Hawaii's VA loan specialist who can educate you on all these benefits and help you get on track with being pre-approved for a VA loan.
For more information on how you can tap into this great resource, go to hawaiivaloans.com to download their free 24-page ebook. As a special bonus, after downloading the informative guide, you'll be instructed on how you can earn a $1,000 closing cost credit on your next home purchase.
So what are you waiting for? Get your free VA loan ebook and earn a $1,000 closing credit by going to hawaiivaloans.com or give them a call at 792-4251. That's 792-4251. If you're looking for an outstanding insurance agent that will personally help you during the moment of truth, we recommend Bradley Maruyama with Allstate Insurance.
So, Attilio, what do you mean by the moment of truth?
Well, the best insurance is the insurance you never have to use. But we know that's not how life works. So when life happens, you can count on Bradley and his team to exceed your expectations for your insurance needs.
Keep in mind that when buying a home, the cost of home insurance should be taken into consideration. I trust Bradley with my own personal home, so you should give him a call. Call Bradley with Allstate Insurance at 591-8016. Welcome back, and thanks for listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. I'm Adrienne.
And I think I'm Attilio.
and we're talking about real estate today. And actually, we have a guest who is going to join us today. Is he there?
Yeah, so one of the things we tell our guests just to put them at ease when coming on the show is just pretend you're coming over to talk story. Oh!
Hello.
Someone at the
Good
door?
morning.
Yes, come on in. Who's here?
Yeah.
It's Dennis Oshiro.
All right.
Yes, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yes,
Thank
the
you
Hawaii
for calling
HomeOwnership
in.
Center.
So, Dennis, could you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about the Hawaii HomeOwnership Center?
Well, certainly. My name is Dennis Oshiro, Executive Director of the Hawaii HomeOwnership Center.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nonprofit organization. And since October of 2003, our mission has been helping first-time home buyers with pre-purchase financial education, helping them to overcome all the obstacles to home ownership, whether it's credit, down payment, or mortgage qualification. We're there to help, and we're especially proud of the fact that over 970 home buyers now have been helped through our organization,
Mm-hmm.
and 2/3 of them were low to moderate income. So we got to be doing something right.
Yes.
Are you guys going to have a big party when you guys hit 1,000?
Certainly, this is in October.
Mm-hmm.
That's our birthday month.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be 10 years, and we have our fingers crossed that before that we're targeting our 1,000th home buyer.
But did a 1,000th home buyer, did they get a free house?
Not in Hawaii, anyway.
Maybe one dollhouse.
Dollhouse, a birdhouse.
There you go.
All right. So Dennis, we brought you on the show today to to educate us and talk to us a little bit more about like renting versus owning. So like if you were a renter, what would be the steps to take to become a homeowner?
Okay. Well, first off, Adrienne, I'd like to say that I've learned that home ownership may not be for everyone,
Mm-hmm.
for whatever reason, but I do believe that our financial education and coaching is that come through our 9 hours of education,
Mm-hmm.
and following that, for whatever reason, you may decide it's not for you, but certainly you will go away better equipped to make better consumer
Mm-hmm.
decisions for yourself and for your family. But the majority of families coming to us that are committed to attain their dream of home ownership. And I think some of the basic reasons would be that, hey, that for home ownership, more than for wealth, which is certainly a consideration, I think primarily the families that come to us do it for their family, for the children. I've heard the renters lament frequently being that, geez, they just signed a lease, they're in the home,
Mm-hmm.
thinking that they'll be there for a while, then they get a notice that their unit has been sold.
Yes.
Or worse yet, the rent has been increased, so it's no longer affordable.
Mm-hmm.
And these things, they don't just happen during summertime or spring break. It happens when school is in session, anytime, really.
Yeah.
And you need to pack up and move your family, and it's especially hard on the kids to make new friends at the park or be the new kid in the class. So more, that's really the strongest reason for a lot of these families to want to do it, aside from the obvious financial benefits of interest deduction, property appreciation. And nationally, we're affiliated with a national nonprofit called NeighborWorks.
Mm-hmm.
And they did a study that showed that two equal families, one renting, another choosing to become homeowners, that over time, these two families, the one that chose to become a homeowner ends up with, on average, 12 times the net worth than that of the family that chose to remain renters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there are very valid reasons for choosing to pursue that dream.
And I heard that homeownership prevents hair loss.
I don't know about that.
No, there's many benefits, and everybody talks about it. But
yeah. And hey, if you want to, paint a wall a certain color or pound a nail in the wall, that's your decision, right?
Hey, and Dennis, I wanted to share with you. We had a client. We ended up helping him buy a home, and it wasn't the raising of the rent, and it wasn't that the home was for sale. It happened to him 2 times in a row. The notices they got was that the home was in foreclosure.
Oh,
yeah, we've had
that's scary too.
Yeah, so we've had that, and maybe we'll talk about it towards the end. But renters still actually do have rights, even if the home is being foreclosed on.
Well, I think you'd be more of an expert on.
So we'll hit that at the end just so that they know.
Yeah.
All right. So Dennis, how much money does the average homeowner or person that wants to buy a home, how much will they have to expect to save up to have?
Well, that's a great question, yeah. And again, I'm not evading that question, but it depends on where and what you buy and the price of it, and ultimately which financing programs will be used. And that's what I'm leading up to is all the more reason to visit Hawaii HomeOwnership Center and get that personalized coaching, if you will, because no 2 families are alike. And, family A, family B, both making the same amount of monthly income. When we sit down with them and run through their budget with their lifestyle decisions, and there's no right or wrong. It's just personal choices that we all make. There are no 2 families who will end up with the same amount of money at the end of the month. So there are more than just the house monthly payment. There are other factors that need to be considered. And again, that's what the center stresses to them. But to further expand upon, how much money would you need? Generally speaking, you will have to consider the amount of down payment, closing costs, which will include things like property taxes, insurance, hurricane insurance, escrow title fees. Is there a homeowners association, that will need to be paid up front? So, and generally speaking, lenders like to have 20% down. If you have less than that, as you're well aware, you might have a private mortgage insurance, or a guarantee fee to be paid. So it all depends on the programs that you use. But all of that being said, as you're well aware, as being real estate professionals, this is still the best time to be buying.
Yes.
Interest rates are very low, and there's all kinds of financing programs out there available that are especially targeting the first-time home buyer. So it's a great time to buy.
So if one of our listeners wants to come meet with you guys, how much does it cost for them to sit down and have you look at their situation and coach them?
It's $1,000. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Normally, our assessment is $60 lifetime.
Yes.
But right now, we do have some special funding that allows us to do it entirely free.
Wow.
So there's no risk. And, I'm kind of a mind that through our experience, though, we do like to assess something in that when you got a little skin in the game, you're very much committed to stick to it. But by and large, even when it's free, our home buyers have been very committed and have stuck to it. And again, we have found that there's a lot of families that do have the income, they just don't have the down payment.
Yes.
They need to up their credit scores, and all of that does take time and commitment, yeah?
Yeah.
And we don't hold them to any time schedule. Everyone's different again. Some will take under a year. a lot of them will take a year or two or even more, but there's no additional fee, no cost. If they're committed, we'll stick with them until it gets done.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dennis, you know what? I'm all about putting my money where my mouth is, and I'll make a personal commitment for 10 people, any 10 people, if they send us an email at info@teamlally.com. And if they're willing to put up $30, I'll put up the other $30 because you guys deserve the money too. I mean, you guys gotta pay for stamps and copy paper and all of that.
Well, I do want to mention at this point that Attilio, you and Adrienne have been financially supporting the center, as helping to support the center, and that's much appreciated. Yeah, but there, we don't assess a fee. Donations, of course, that's great.
Yeah.
But right now, it's not required.
Sure.
Yeah, much appreciated.
Yeah, but if they want to do that, just send us an email at info@teamlally.com. Speaking of websites, phone numbers, and toll-free numbers, I know you got this at the end, but let's mention it now. We want to mention it a couple of times. What's your guys' website?
Sure, it's HiHomeOwnership.org. HiHomeOwnership, all one word, .org.
And the phone number?
And, contact us at 523-9500, or from the neighbor islands, toll free, 877-523-9503.
All right, hey Dennis, we got to take a quick break for the news, but don't go far. We're gonna have we have a few more questions to ask you before we let you go and enjoy your weekend.
Yes, all good info.
Yes.
The News Authority in Honolulu is News Radio 830 KHVH.
It's 78 degrees, partly cloudy in Honolulu. I'm Julia Norton-Dennis. Here's what's happening. The most destructive wildfire in Colorado history is now 45% contained, and most evacuation orders have been lifted. El Paso County Sheriff Terry Makita says officials are now beginning to see the grim landscape the wildfire has left behind. The blaze that erupted outside of Colorado Springs on Tuesday has destroyed nearly 500 homes and killed 2 people. Egypt's president says he's cutting off diplomatic relations with Syria and has ordered the Damascus embassy in Cairo to be closed. Mohammed Morsi is also calling on Lebanon's Hezbollah militant group to leave Syria. The Iranian-backed Shiite group had been fighting alongside troops loyal to embattled President Bashar Assad against the mostly Sunni rebels. A strong earthquake struck off the coast of Nicaragua this morning, but it does not pose a tsunami threat to Hawaii, according to officials at the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center. The 6.5 quake struck just after 7:30 a.m. Hawaii time. There were no immediate reports of damage or injuries from the quake. Nicaragua's Seismological Institute measured the trembler's strength at 6.6, and it declared a tsunami alert as a precaution because of the earthquake's strength. Army Ordnance Disposal experts removed a bomb-like object last night that prompted the closure of part of Hapuna Beach Park in West Hawaii. A diver found the long cylindrical object with 12 fins in the water and took it to the park concession area. The park was evacuated, a safety perimeter was set up, and an Army Exploded Ordnance Unit at Schofield Barracks was called. The object was taken to Puhakuloa training area for disposal. The park reopened at 7 a.m. today. Island weather today, sunny and breezy with a high in the mid-80s. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low near 73, and tomorrow, mostly sunny. Currently in Honolulu, 78 degrees. I'm Julia Norton-Dennis.
When buying, selling, or owning a home, we suggest that you have a home warranty from Home Warranty America. Avoid faulty appliances in your next real estate transaction.
Team Lally offers free seller's coverage on all our homes. Give us a call at 799-9596 so we can tell you how that works.
When you're trying to find the best of the best, don't settle for an agent that's just like the rest. Pick a team that knows just what to do. From buying or selling, we work hard for you. Team Lally, the best real estate in the islands. 227-2703.
Hey, listen, folks, before we jump back in, here's yet again another great success story from Adrienne Lally and her team. Now, we all know this, not everyone has a house they're trying to sell. Some of you folks may even have condominiums to put on the market. Well, this success story is about a Waikiki condo, and here's what happened. Adrienne Lally listed a Waikiki condo, and after just a couple of days on the market, that's just 2 days on the market, Adrienne had 2 full-price cash offers. Now, even better than that, the condo closed in, are you ready, just 10 days. That's right, just 10 days. Now, these success stories results, they speak for themselves, but what you need to do is give Adrienne a call. Call today. Find out how Team Lally can help you. And remember this, that Adrienne Lally guarantees to sell your home for the amount agreed to by the deadline you set, or she'll buy your home for cash. Do this. Give Team Lally a call today, 227-2703, so they can help you too. And be sure to listen to the Team Lally radio program every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon here on KHVH Radio.
Party people!
Welcome back. This is Adrienne.
And this is Attilio.
And you're listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or We'll Buy It. If you have any real estate questions, you can give us a call. That number is 799-9596. That's 799-9596. Or you can go to the web at gokHVH.com.
All right, so we got Dennis on the line.
From the Hawaii Home Ownership
Executive Director.
Center, yes.
Hey, morning.
Yes, thanks for standing by for our news break there.
All right, where do we leave off at, or where do we want to continue from?
Okay, so the next question I have for Dennis is, how much in savings should I have as a safety net?
Okay, well, as we discussed earlier, there are many, besides the down payment, you do have your closing costs and additional mortgage costs. But beyond that, when it comes to reserves, lenders typically require the equivalent of 3 months. So if you have a monthly payment of $1,500, it's not only recommended, I guess it's lender required in most cases that you have 3 months, so that would be $4,500 left over after you close. One interesting thing we have found out is after going through our courses and individual coaching, people come out better prepared or more aware of what we refer to as unexpected life events, maintenance costs, things like that. If you're in a condo, there might be an increase in the association fee or an assessment, due to unexpected events. So one interesting thing is that we found our buyers tend to average 5 months reserves after they've gone through the classes. So that really helps beyond the immediate purchase, concerns. Another thing to consider too is life insurance costs. When you're out, all excited about buying a home, one of the last things you want to think about is, life insurance. But, through my experience as a lender previously, I have some true life stories where, a young couple and unexpectedly the husband passed away, where the wife was with no family support system. She was forced to sell the home. And fortunately, the real estate market did allow for her to come out in whole with some money left over to move on with her life. But these are things, little things that, families are made aware of as they go through our coaching process.
And your coaching process right now it's free. Right?
That's true. Yeah, you can't beat it. You can't beat it.
No.
Yeah, and it's interesting because the concept here with them saving the money, it's all part of delayed gratification. And they did a study. People who practice delayed gratification do better on their jobs. They have better relationships. And it prevents hair loss. No.
I'm sure, yes.
They did better in school. Because it takes a discipline and particular habits.
Yeah, and one of our classes is about budgeting, and that's where Dale Tomei, our instructor, does a wonderful job of taking them through the discovery process of finding, that discretionary income that they can put towards the home purchase.
Mm-hmm. So these classes that you have, Dennis, are they normally in the evenings and on the weekends, or when can we expect to?
Sure, that's a good question. We do have them. As I mentioned, it's a total of 9 hours, and we do them in pretty much four 2-hour blocks. Mm-hmm. So you can do a 2-hour during a weeknight, or on a given Saturday, we'll have 2 of them, 4 hours. Or you could even do it online. If you're in a rural area or your job schedule doesn't allow for it, that's an option, certainly. But we do everything we can to encourage people to try to make the live classes, because that's where all the synergy is. The questions that you might not think of come up, and there's all that much more sharing. And we do have volunteer teachers come in, real estate professionals like yourselves, lenders, insurance people, and they add to the benefit of the class by bringing with them real-life stories that I think help the understanding of what we're trying to get across.
So speaking of stories, could you share with us a recent success story?
Well, actually, it's not recent. The story I'd like to share goes back to when I first started with the center back in 2008. And it's kind of a warm and fuzzy one that really struck home with me that, the value of what we do. And it goes back to this young person by himself was buying a townhouse unit on the ground level. So he was fortunate to have a little yard space, but he hadn't closed yet. So technically, he wasn't the owner yet. I think the seller was, an investor, so the renter had vacated, but no one was staying in the unit at that time. And the seller had not yet turned off the water or the utilities. So not knowing any better, our member, knowing he was going to be the owner of it one day, he was going over every day and watering that little plot of land. And he was all excited. He had to call our counselor and brag about how green the grass was and the flowers were growing. And she had to tell him, hey, you don't own that unit yet. But he was so excited. And, that's so typical of what we get to experience. That makes it all worthwhile for us at the center. Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing it wasn't like, I had a housewarming and
I
invited the neighbors.
Maybe a barbecue, right? But the pride of home ownership, I mean, that's the greatest. That's the greatest.
Yeah. Adrienne, do you remember that day you brought your first property?
Yes, I do.
I do too, man. I was like super stressed out, but it was exciting.
You feel so grown up, though.
Yes.
I had no clue what was going on. My mom was just like, because my mom is a realtor, and she held my hand through it. But I mean, I just knew that whatever she was having me sign or do, it was for my own good. So I didn't ask any questions, and I broke a lot of rules when I moved in. It was a condo unit in South Florida.
Yes.
Well, that's a comment we frequently hear when people learn of the HomeOwnership Center is that, boy, I wish I knew or had something like you when I first bought.
Yes.
Realtors often say that, working with buyers who are members and have gone through our curriculum, the transactions go much quicker, much more smoothly, because the buyers, they may not know everything about everything, but they have the general picture, and they're not as apprehensive about going through the transaction. Because you're right, it is pretty scary
And kind of nerve-wracking, but I think it's important. Yeah, if you know what to expect, it's a little bit easier to adjust to it when things do happen. You're like, oh, yeah, they told me about this at the Hawaii HomeOwnership Center. So the difference between a wise man and a happy man is the happy man learns from the mistakes of others, and the wise man only gets to learn from their own mistakes. So you guys you're putting a wealth of knowledge in there. You're working with happy people.
Right.
That's a good one. I got to remember that.
Okay, so Dennis, I know that you guys are you're planning a home ownership fair coming up. I think it's on the 29th of June.
Yes, Saturday, June 29th at the Ala Moana Hotel, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. And from like 9 a.m. on until noon, there's going to be classes on the hour. And it'll range from mortgage options, home buying basics, affordable homes. It's a wonderful, it's a perfect opportunity to come and get a feel for what it's all about and learn more, not only about the Hawaii HomeOwnership Center, but there'll be other nonprofit organizations. Freddie Mac is one of the major sponsors this year, along with the Council for Native Hawaiian Advancement, Central Pacific Bank, and the Honolulu Board of Realtors as well. And we're being helped by the Star Advertiser to publicize this. So it's twofold. Learn about home buying, but also there are still a number of families having trouble making their mortgage payments, and there's an opportunity to come and find out about help with that as well.
Oh, so like you guys have a loan modification program too.
Yes, we do. That's also no charge, and since 2009, we've assisted believe it or not, over 750 families to address these situations. And although a loan modification is one of our primary objectives, our service entails making them considering all the options, seeing a realtor like yourself to do a short sale maybe, or maybe even sell the home outright. Keeping the home may not be in the best interest in every case. Everyone's different. And we're there to help them discover what's best for them, but it's up to them in the end to choose their own path. But again, no charge. And one of the worst things we've experienced is where people have come to us after paying thousands and thousands of dollars to the for-profits. And not all of them are bad, but there are a number out there that have not been able to deliver, and be honest. And, it's a shame because they don't have to pay any monies, certainly up front to anyone. Help is available.
So if you're falling behind on your mortgage and you don't know what to do, the Hawaii HomeOwnership Center.
Free counseling,
free coaching, or if you are not a homeowner and you want some free coaching to find out if that's the best scenario for you.
Right. So anyone needing help that way, go to HUD.org. There are 5 HUD-approved counseling agencies in Hawaii, or even Aloha United Way. Not too many people are aware you can dial 211. And Aloha United Way will help direct you to the appropriate nonprofit organization.
Yes.
Okay, so again, could you give us your website, phone number, and then the location and date of the home buyer fair?
Oh, sure. Website again, HiHomeOwnership.org. Our number on Oahu, 523-9500, toll free, 877-523-9503.
Hey, Dennis, so we're actually on Maui, so don't be surprised if we give you a call and say, hey, we want you to come talk about our show on Maui, because we know we have a lot of people on Maui that are having challenges and could use the help of you guys' services.
certainly. They are good nonprofit. We don't have a physical presence on Maui, but we do work very closely with a couple organizations there. So again, HUD.org or Ohio United Way 211.
Sure.
And then the event is June 29th at the Ala Moana Hotel from 9 to 12?
8:30. 8:30. We will be there 8:30 to 1 p.m.
Okay.
Okay, awesome.
We'll definitely get the word out on our Facebook and our website and everything else. Help promote that for you.
Absolutely. So thanks again, Dennis, for calling in. We do need to go to a commercial break, but we really appreciate you.
Well, thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dennis.
Absolutely.
Enjoy the weekend.
You too. Thank you. Don't go too far. When we come back, we have a few more properties to talk about and
open houses.
Open houses.
Yes.
You just put your lips together and you come real close. Can you blow my whistle, baby? Whistle, baby. Here we go.
One of the things we recommend to get the most value in regards to getting your home ready for sale is a professional cleaning, and the cleaning company we recommend is Spots Cleaning and Maintenance.
Give Flo a call at 383-5843. They are licensed and insured and can do residential and commercial cleaning.
Look, folks, I'm a certified clean freak. Just ask my beautiful wife, Regina. This is the only company I trust to clean my own properties.
Hawaii is one of the most beautiful places to live with our gorgeous weather and perfect tropical climate. It's the ultimate paradise.
However, pests love living here just as much as we do. Pests like cockroaches, termites, ants, and even rodents thrive within our very own homes.
Ew! Keeping them out is important for the safety of your family as well as the structural integrity of your home.
Let Kama'aina Termite and Pest Control keep your home clear of these unwanted pests.
They offer smart, reasonable, and effective programs for your property. With more than 30 years of experience, let the Kama'aina team protect your investment.
Call them today for a free estimate at 591-9997. Again, that's 591-9997.
In every real estate transaction, there is a virtual silent partner, the escrow company. They are there to make certain that the transaction keeps on track and that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed.
We like working with Hawaii Escrow and Title. They close our transactions on time with professionalism and aloha. We're happy to recommend Hawaii Escrow and Title for any escrow and title services, providing Hawaii's community with exceptional escrow and title services since 1972.
Check them out on the web at hetinc.com. That's hetinc.com.
We recommend Fidelity National Title Insurance Company for your next real estate transaction.
Through its nationwide network of direct operations and agents, Fidelity National Title provides title insurance, underwriting, escrow, and closing services to consumers.
Check them out at fidelitynationaltitle.com or fntic.com.
Welcome back. This is Adrienne.
And this is Attilio.
And you're listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it.
Yep.
If you have any real estate questions, you can give us a call. That number is 799-9596. That's 799-9596. Or on the web at gokHVH.com.
All right.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about some properties?
We might as well. We have a few more.
We have a few more minutes here. You know, here's one thing I want to share with you folks. Listing your home with someone who does not have a lot of experience with distressed properties could be a costly mistake. Hawaii's a recourse state. If you get foreclosed on over here, if your realtor doesn't know what they're doing, the bank can or may come after you for that difference. Mm-hmm. So here's all we're asking you. Don't list your home with us.
Interview us.
Interview us. At minimum, interview us. If you can show me an agent or team of agents that has more experience with that type of situation, I will tell you, go list with them. Mm-hmm. But I would be surprised. So anyway, properties.
Okay, we have one up in Mililani, Mauka. And this one is a perimeter lot. There's no neighbors behind. It's on Kopolani Street, 951025 Kopolani Street in Mililani.
Yes.
We have it listed at $700,000.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and the lot size is about 5,500. So this one has the master bedroom is on the the ground floor, and then they got the 2 bedrooms upstairs.
That's kind of an ideal floor plan if you want to do what's called age in place. You don't want to go off to the old folks' home. I want to stay in my home.
Exactly.
So you got a master bedroom on the first floor, and it's got a kind of like a pass-through. There's 2 doors to the bathroom.
Yeah, so like
it can be used as a guest bathroom.
As a guest bathroom or your own master bath.
So if that's your bathroom, better keep them clean because the guests go and see them.
That's right.
Okay.
So this one's going to be open tomorrow from 3 to 5. Celeste Gates is going to be out there hosting that open house.
Now on this one, if you can't make it out, we do have a video tour. So you know what? Take a look at it now. Get your offer ready now.
Actually, there's 2 agents that already said that they were going to be submitting offers.
Yes. So if you're a buyer agent, I mean not a buyer, if you're a buyer and you're tired of being beat out, you should call our buyer hotline.
That's 234-4421. 234-4421.
We have lenders that are eager to work with you and return your phone calls. We have inventory that we haven't necessarily signed the listing with the clients yet, but we're in dialogue with them, and we know they're motivated and want to sell. We just haven't finalized the arrangements yet, and we give you preview to that.
That's right.
Yes.
All right. One more?
Yeah.
We have time for one. Okay, so here's another one. 94348 Hokuala Street in Mililani. This is like in the Mililani town area. It's listed at $385,000.
Folks, you want to check this one out. It's right across from Mililani District Park off of Lani Kuhana. These units very rarely come up for sale. My cousin lives there. I think he's been there for like 25 years.
Yeah.
They don't come up for sale.
But here's one.
Here's one.
It's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,500 square feet.
It has a bar.
It does.
Yes.
It feels like a single-family home with like just the way that it's laid out and the space that it provides. New kitchen cabinets, stainless steel appliances, ceramic tile.
I think it had a front-load washer, did it?
Yeah.
I thought it was.
And the bar is a koa bar.
Koa bar.
It's koa wood bar.
It's got a little bar you can step up to, a little flip-up door, shelves in the back for all your liquor. Maybe you just like the juice. You can put a juice blender over there and put all your juice mixings.
Okay, so this one is it is tenant occupied, and this will be your only opportunity to see it. So if you want to take a look, in real life, you got to.
We do have a video tour.
So it's gonna be open tomorrow from 3 to 5, or take a look at the video tour. You
know what's unique about this complex? It's got a huge private park in the middle of this complex. This thing is big.
Well, and I think there's like a playground too, right?
Yeah, this got like little seating area with hedges surrounding them for privacy. I mean, there was some moms out there talking story, and the kids were running around. So it's kind of nice. It's safe. There's they're not near any street traffic. They don't have to cross the street to go somewhere to play. They can play right within the complex. Yeah, so check out the video on teamlally.com or go to the open house tomorrow from 3 to 5. We'll have Cherie Fikani out there. So real quick before we end our show, there is a community event called History for Hawaii. It's going to be out at the Kroc Center today at 2 and then at 7. And then they have shows on the 22nd and 23rd as well. Yeah, they are accepting donations of $10 per ticket, but it is a free show. You should go check it out. There's 20 different groups doing all kind of different dances. It's a cast of over 50 local artists. 50! And it's a premiere production. It includes hula, Tahitian, acrobatics, drama, stage combat, hip-hop, krump, lyrical jazz. What the heck is krump? I don't know, but I'm going to find out today. You will. I will. All right, so thank you for listening, and thank you to our sponsors. Dennis Kaehu with Hawaii Escrow and Title. Gabe Ame and Jim Owens with Hawaii VA Loans and Home Loan Financial. Alana Dela Cruz with Kama'aina Property Management. Mike Metz with Kama'aina Termite and Pest Control. Bradley Maruyama with Allstate Insurance. Flo and Frank with Spots Cleaning and Maintenance. David Sobel with Home Warranty America. Matt Fortier with Fidelity National Title. Joshua Pearl, Rising Sun Solar. Oh, this is my part? Yeah. If you want to get a hold of any of our sponsors, just go to teamlally.com or check out our business partner page under our link section. Now we want to give a big thank you to Steven, our producer here in the studio today. He was actually in 2 places at the same time. He's amazing. It's amazing. Make sure to tune in next week. We're going to have an awesome guest talking about something that will change your life forever. This is the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the guaranteed sold program. We can't sell your home at the agreed upon price and terms. We'll have it bought for cash. Thanks and aloha.
The Rush Limbaugh Show.
What we have to do is get rid of liberals and socialists from positions of power.
Weekday mornings at 10 on KHVH, Honolulu, Hawaii.